Hey, 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 welcome to Wake Up and Makeup. It is Jennifer Woolsey, and we are going to do a quick makeup tutorial this morning and talk a little bit about that positive mindset. So here's the question. Do you have a negative mindset or a positive mindset? We're going to talk about how to change that around if it's bad to good. Yeah, anyway. All right, let's go ahead and hop in. I've already done my morning skincare regimen. You guys know I'm changing things up here. So I'm using the new Anew Ultimate Face Serum and Eye Serum. Bam. I'm already seeing such a difference in my skin texture, in my tone, in my brightness. It's crazy difference. I'm like glowing. And then I used my day cream too and my SPF because you want to make sure and protect your skin from any of those UV rays that are going to be bad for it. And then I did my BDL Lima Layer Primer today, so I added a little extra glow on top of the glow I already had going. So, what is it? Do you have the positive or the negative mindset? So, this has been something that I've been doing some training on because in today's climate, it is very easy to turn on the news or walk outside your home and be slammed with negative mindset. We're going to do Cashmere Complexion Liquid and Buttercream this morning. So you guys know I'm putting just a little bit on my hand and then I'm going to go in on my face. So it's crazy how in 1 year's time things can change so much, right? And so I have been engulfed in the news and these different commentators and stuff. When I go on and watch videos on my phone for some reason, it's always the negative. It's always the negative. And I was feeling like, when you just feel, I don't know, flumpy, dumpy, you're just like, nothing makes you happy, you're sad, you're scared, you're fearful, and all of those negative emotions just began to just kind of cover me up. And I had to stop for a minute, and I'm like, okay, let's be aware of what you are ingesting and make sure that it is positive and not negative. And so I'm crazy. I love to watch these little family vlogs of there's this one I love. It's called 5 to Love. It's about a family of that has quintuplets, and it's super cute. They're always positive and upbeat, and these babies are super cute, and it just makes me smile. And so I got to where I wasn't even seeing those blogs anymore. Cashmere Complexion, we're going to use shade Matcha and do some concealing. And then I love another family blog called Fathering Autism. I really don't watch TV, so I'm going to watch like these little, 5-minute, 10-minute videos, and it kind of gives me that feel I need. Okay. I'm going to use that ring finger and pat it in. But I wasn't even seeing the things that made me happy anymore, which was really crazy to me. And so I made a conscious decision last week to turn off the news, to do my Bible study every day, and to start watching things that made me happy. Maybe reading a book that was something I was interested in that kind of took my mind off of everything else going on and just really brought forth positive energy and things that made me happy. And it's crazy in 1 week's time how much difference I feel. It's just nuts. A lot of times it's the things that we put in our mind that can either bring a positive or a negative influence. We're going to do Tattoo Station in shade Brown on these brows and fill them in. And I think too, if we're honest, a lot of times the people that we surround ourselves with are just as influential as the things that we watch. But of course with COVID, we're all, still kind of keeping our distance from people. And so Maybe it's a telephone call. Maybe it's somebody that you talk to that, you know, your mother-in-law, that everything is negative and doom and gloom. Or maybe you have one of those friends that's that way and it's just negative and doom and gloom. And you find yourself always being the one to try to cheer that person up. Well, here's the thing. They have to choose for themselves joy. They have to choose for themselves that they're not going to let those things be all-encompassing in their mind. You can't do it for them. And so if you find that you have one of those people in your life, then maybe you limit the amount of exposure that you have with them. Because a lot of times you feel like you need to fix people. Do I have anybody on here that thinks they need to fix people? So if you are a fixer and you're thinking, oh, I need to check on this person and I need to fix them. Yes, pray for them, check on them. Just limit your exposure to them. I'm doing Magix dust. I should have told you that. Just limit your exposure to them. Don't make that a 3-hour phone call every day if that person is not making you laugh or, you know, being positive. And be that positive person too. I don't know. I think we can all get into a slump sometimes when we are just draining the life out of ourselves or those around us. We've all been there. Mocha latte. We're going to do this quad this morning. I'm going to start with one and cover my eye. And so I think it's being conscious of what you're putting in, who you're letting influence you, and how you are being perceived to other people. And that's really, truly the thing is, if you have friends that have kind of avoided talking to you, could be one of two things. You could be sharing positive, which they don't want to hear, or you could be the negative Nelly in the group. Sometimes it's hard to admit that this hair clip is not holding. Sometimes it's hard to admit that we may be the negative Nelly. It happens. Okay, we're going to do 2, but only you can change it. You totally have the capabilities to change that, but you have to be conscious of it. And that is the self-awareness is probably the hardest part. I just found myself letting all of these influences speak into my life, and I was just consumed with it. It was not fun. I hear a fit thrower. I have a fit thrower in my house today, and sometimes it's my kids that put me in the negative mood, or my husband. I'm like, oh, could you come in with some positive news? We're gonna go in with 3 and 4. Sometimes it's them. It's kind of hard to limit your time that you spend with them when you're homeschooling and you're on, you're not really getting out a lot and seeing a lot of people, right? So maybe you find some ways to bring joy into your home. For us, it's music. We love praise and worship music. And so if my boys are having a bad day, even my husband is having a bad day, I can turn the praise and worship music on. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It just changes the whole attitude in our house. We're going to do SuperExtend liquid liner. So I'm interested in the comments. What are some things that you do to change a negative attitude into a positive attitude? I know that some of you have to have some great ideas to share with me. Okay. Another thing that really brings joy to me, that helps me to turn a negative into a positive, is to do something for somebody else. Maybe there is somebody in your town, somebody in your neighborhood that you know about that is going through a really rough time, maybe you could cook dinner and take it over to them. That's a way. I mean, yes, it's helping somebody else, but it always helps me feel better too. Like I'm doing something for someone else. So maybe look for things that you can do that can bring a positive light for somebody else. We're called to be givers. So if you are in your own world in the doom and gloom and negativity of everything else, then do something for somebody else. It's always going to lift your spirits, and it's going to lift theirs too. You're going to be like a double blessing. How about that? Okay, I'm doing Love Mascara waterproof this morning because I love it. It's got these little heart-shaped fibers that just attach to my lashes, and I'm not seeing y'all's comments this morning. I'm not sure what's going on. It attaches to my lashes and gives me length and volume, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It makes me feel good. See, that's something you can do if you are watching me and you're sitting at home. You're like, girl, I have not put makeup on in like 3 weeks because of the COVID. I'm wearing a mask. What's the point? Get up and put some makeup on. If that makes you feel better, do it. Who cares if you're just wearing it around your house? If it makes you feel better, then why not? Nobody, maybe your husband's going to come home, you're going to have makeup on, you're going to have your hair fixed, they're going to be like, ooh, girl, you look nice today. You know, maybe it's something going to happen like that. You never know. Queen Carnation, we're going to use this blush. Picking up just a little bit on those cheeks. Okay, so here's the rundown. The way to turn your negative mindset into a positive mindset. First, quit watching negative stuff. Quit letting negative news, negative TV, negative videos. We're going to do a little bit of highlighter too, because we're going to glow today. Quit watching the negative stuff and turn it off. Quit letting negative people speak into your life. Check on them. Pray for them, think about them, but keep moving forward. Okay, just a little bit right here. I love this cushion highlighter because it's not too much. It's just a little kiss, but it's so pretty. We're gonna do, I think I decided I wanted to do, ambitious. We're gonna do ambitious today because we're feeling ambitious. And then be positive for somebody else. Do something for someone that you know is going through a tough time. Because if you do something for somebody else, guess what? It's going to lift your spirits. That's why I started wearing makeup, because it makes me feel better. Yes, Christina, that is so true. I think people don't realize that when I went like several weeks without it, I just felt so blah. But once I finally decided, okay, I'm going to get up every morning, I'm going to get dressed to get my stuff down, it totally changes your entire day. It changes your mindset. When you walk by the mirror, you don't feel like, ugh, So get up, get dressed, do something nice for someone else, call and check on someone, share love, turn off the negative media, and have a beautiful, positive day. Thanks for joining. Y'all share this video. Somebody else may need to hear these tips today. I have some other resources I can share if you guys need it. And then if you want to shop for any of these products, you can do so at your avon.com/jwoolsey, and I will hook you up. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.